Note: in the time since this episode's initial release, the SCP it features has been partially or completely rewritten. The information presented here may no longer be accurate, but it has been preserved for archival purposes.
Warning: the SCP Foundation database is classified. Access by unauthorized personnel is strictly prohibited. Perpetrators will be tracked, located, and detained.
Item Number: SCP-103. Object Class: Euclid. Status: Recontained. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-103 does not require any specific or strict containment procedures. If SCP-103 begins to show any signs of distress or erratic behavior, SCP-103 is to be moved to a 5-meter by 5-meter room while awaiting medical examination. A standard cooler with 12 bottles of fresh spring water are to be delivered to SCP-103's room daily. Edit: see Addenda 103A and 103B. Revised Containment Procedures: SCP-103 is to be maintained in a medically induced vegetative state to ensure compliance. It is to be kept alive with regular
Redacted.
Certain that the incisions are not allowed to heal, keeping SCP-103's stomach cavity exposed at all times. Class 4 Foundation Restricted Medical Kit is to be employed by all personnel interacting with SCP-103. All
Redacted.
from SCP-103 are to be incinerated. At no time should any personnel come into unprotected contact with any object or substance removed from SCP-103. Description: SCP-103 is an average human male in his mid-40s, measuring 190 centimeters in height and weighing 100 kilograms. SCP-103 has no known living relatives at this time. SCP-103 attracted Foundation attention after checking into
Redacted.
hospital in
Redacted.
explaining to medical staff that he had not eaten for weeks due to not feeling any effects of hunger. After an initial examination, SCP-103 appeared to be perfectly healthy despite his condition. Upon obtaining and studying SCP-103, it appears that any solid or liquid coming in contact with the inside of SCP-103's stomach disappears instantaneously. At this point, it is unknown how SCP-103 obtains the nutrients that a human would need to survive, or where the provided food ends up after consumption, as SCP-103 also does not expel any waste. SCP-103 has reported becoming thirsty, as a normal human would. SCP-103 has shown no signs of hostility towards Foundation personnel, occasionally engaging in conversation and board games provided by staff. Edit: see Addendum 103-B. Addendum 103-A. All testing to date has been inconclusive, and it is unlikely anything new can be learned from further testing. Research terminated. SCP-103 released, but to remain under observation and report for mandatory medical examination on a monthly basis. SCP-103 has been provided with a means of contacting Foundation personnel in the event of a change in condition. Research logs are to remain on file. Addendum 103-B. On
Date redacted.
SCP-103 reported to a Foundation medical facility. SCP-103 was observed at this time to be vomiting copious amounts of blood in excess of
Redacted.
liters. This blood did not match SCP-103's blood type, nor did it.
Data expunged.
A stomach pump procedure was attempted, but failed due to the volume of blood being produced. Within
Redacted.
hours, blood flow ceased. Shortly thereafter, Foundation medical personnel initiated an exploratory surgical procedure. Upon opening SCP-103's stomach cavity, Dr. Yun noted several protrusions along the outer lining of the stomach in an approximation of a human face. When Dr. Yun attempted a biopsy, the protrusions suddenly retreated, implying that they were the imprint of a foreign body inside the stomach. Dr. Yun was ordered to continue the exploratory procedure, despite his showing great reluctance to do so. His reluctance was noted on record, and will be submitted as evidence in the hearings of Medical Supervisor
Redacted.
court-martial procedure. When the stomach was opened,
Data expunged.
similar to cestoid
Data expunged.
fatalities, including Dr. Yun, Research Assistant Sims, and Research Assistant Renfield. Medical Supervisor
Redacted.
negligence is under review. SCP-103 has been reclassified Euclid and recontained with updated containment protocols.
End of file. The SCP Foundation database is produced and narrated by Joshua Alan Lindsay. SCP-103, The Never Hungry Man, was written by Spade103, rewritten by tunedtoadeadchannel, and edited by Joshua Alan Lindsay. Support for the database is solely provided by our patrons on Patreon. Please consider supporting the show at patreon.com/the SCP Foundation database to gain access to exclusive benefits, including bonus content, joke SCPs, merch, the ability to request episodes, and an invite to our private Discord server. If you enjoy the database, consider leaving a rating or review, and stay connected by following any of our social media profiles. Links can be found in the episode description.